The storm had been gathering all day, casting deep shadows across the old highway. As night fell, the first raindrops slapped against the windows of the gas station with a force that hinted at the tempest to come. Tom, the lone night attendant, watched the dark sky with a wary eye. Although he was used to the solitude of the night shift, tonight, with every flash of lightning and roar of thunder, the station seemed to resonate with eerie, unspoken stories. The evening had dwindled to a close with the last customer hurrying away, their headlights disappearing down the rain-slicked road. Tom started his routine, checking the stock and cleaning the small convenience store. The rain intensified, its pounding rhythm on the roof nearly drowning out the usual creaks and groans of the aging building. Alone with the elements, Tom tried to shake the growing unease that clawed at his spine. Just as he settled behind the counter with a book, the phone rang. The sudden sound in the silent store made him jump. He answered with a cautious, "Hello?" Silence at first, then a faint whisper. "Outside. Look." Tom peered through the rain-streaked windows into the darkness. The lights of the forecourt offered little visibility into the night. It seemed empty. Assuming it was a prank, he hung up, but his hands shook slightly as he resumed his book. This gas station, perched on the edge of a rarely traveled road, seemed tonight to be a portal to another time, haunted by the echoes of its past. Tom decided to check the exterior, ensuring everything was secure against the storm. As he stepped outside, the wind whipped around him, carrying a chill that felt almost spectral. He made his rounds quickly, the flashlight's beam flickering with each thunderclap. The old storage shed at the back required checking. The lock had been temperamental lately. As Tom approached, he noticed the padlock was undone, swinging slightly in the stormy gusts. It was wrong. He had locked it earlier. His pulse quickened as he pushed the door open, the hinges groaning like a moan from the depths. Inside, amidst various old tools and oil cans, was a box he hadn't seen before, labeled simply 1972. Driven by a mix of curiosity and apprehension, Tom opened it. Inside, a series of photographs depicted the station through the decades, some featuring people whose faces were obscured by time or movement, except one man looking directly at the camera with unsettling intensity. The phone rang again, its shrill tone slicing through the storm's cacophony. Heart in his throat, Tom answered. "Yes?" "Look under the counter," the voice hissed, then the line went dead. Back inside, Tom hesitated before kneeling down. There, taped to the bottom of the counter, was an old dusty envelope. Inside, more photographs, these more disturbing. They showed the same man from the box, now with a look of anger, standing at the station with various travelers, their expressions ranging from fear to agony. A chill swept through the store, as if the night air had penetrated its walls. "Why did you look?" The whisper seemed to come from right behind him. Tom spun around. Nothing. The photos from the envelope seemed to glare at him, the man's eyes piercing. Frantic, he left the envelope on the counter, stepping back as if it were cursed. He spent the rest of the night with every light in the station blazing, jumping at every shadow. When the storm finally began to wane, and the first weak light of dawn crept over the horizon, Tom was packing his belongings. The early morning was quiet, too quiet, as if the night had drained the world of sound. He locked up the station, the sound of the bolts loud in the eerie calm. As he walked away, the weight of the night's discoveries hung heavy on him. He knew things now, secrets that clung like the damp mist rising off the pavement. Tom understood he might never be free of the shadows he'd uncovered, of the eerie whispers of the road that had once seemed so mundane. The station had revealed its hidden depths, and he was irrevocably part of its story. Despite his fear, he knew he would return tonight. The echoes of the past, now awakened, would not easily let him go.